Hey, it's Nick Roach here, professional linebacker. Today's pro tip is going to be on blitzing the running back just in the interior while the quarterback's in the shotgun. This situation usually will come up when you hear about third downs. The offense is on third down. The defense wants to apply some pressure, so they send people up the middle of the offense and try to get pressure on the quarterback. Right here we have set up my man Zeus as a center, and I got Steve as a quarterback, and I have Nick as a running back. And so basically I'm going to run here through what's called the A gap. A gap is just the space between the center and the guard, and then it goes, A, B, C, and D all the way out. So the B gap is between the guard and the tackle and the tight end. They have the C gap between them. Outside the tight end is a D gap. So anyway, I'm going through the A gap right here, just any kind of blitz, whether it's zone or man, doesn't matter. But basically my technique is, a lot of times when we study film, we know who on offense is going to block us when we run certain blitzes or pressures. So we know if the center is going to slide to us, we have to do a certain technique. But for this instance, we're going to have, the guard and the center stepping this way, and the running back is going to come up and try to stop me from getting to the quarterback. It's a couple different things that you can do. So once the ball, is ready, it gets snapped. I know the running back is blocking me, so I run through. And depending on how he steps up, they want to protect the inside first. So knowing that they don't want me to have a straight line to the quarterback, I'm going to try to set him up with the inside move to get him leaning more this way, so that I can use something like a fake here and swipe his hands, get my other arm through to knock his hands off and keep going to the quarterback. Or if you want to come through and you want to get fancy and you feel like you're athletic, see him step up, you want to fake here, use a spin move and make sure you chop him. It's called throwing the ice pick. Put the ice pick in his back to get yourself through so he can't come back to you. Or you can use the simplest move, but not always the most effective. It's called the bull rush. So, I blitz, there's the ball snap, coming through the A gap, and I see him just standing there ready for me. So I try to get low, get up underneath his chin, and just explode, push him back, and drive him back into the quarterback. The bull rush is kind of a last resort, I would say. Maybe after you've done a couple of moves, the first couple times you swim them, or you just, throw your hands, come up. After you swim them, basically is you try to hit this outside arm and get your hips going at the same time, so that when you're past them, you're facing the quarterback. A lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll make a move, and then they end up still having to run this way for a couple steps before they can get back to the quarterback. But anyway, you come through, it's called a swim, because you're, kind of like freestyle swimming this arm over, trying to get by him. Or you can use what's called a rip. Basically the same. You want to move his arm out of the way or slap his hands down from trying to block you, and then you're going to rip this arm up, because what's going to happen, when he tries to punch you, and he's a strong guy, so his hands are still kind of going to be on you, and when he's trying to grab you, you need to be able to rip your arm up to accelerate yourself through the block to get to the quarterback. And then the bull rush, like I said, once you've done a couple moves, the bull rush is more effective, because the running back is kind of on his heels, seeing what you're going to do. So you might set him up like you're about to do a move, and then come straight into his chest. Use his being off balance to make him a little lighter to push back into the quarterback. So just at a little faster pace. You guys can see ball's hike. I'm coming in. I see him step hard inside. I give him a couple steps in. I do a swim. And the big thing too is you want to stay far enough away from him that you don't want to get too close to make a move. Otherwise, you already give him a chance to hit you first, which is obviously bad, because once you get hit, then you're off balance. You might be a little high or something like that. So when I run through, ball snap, I'm coming. I want to make sure I'm far enough when I make the move, but not too far. If I'm too far, I start shaking first. He's just going to sit there and wait on me, or just come up and attack me. And then, my move is no good because I did it too far away. So once you get the feel for it, you come through, boom, make my move. I'm going to do a swim or a rip, and then keep going. And you always want to finish at the quarterback, trying to get the ball out, because on defense, it's nice to have sacks, but at the end of the day, we want to get the ball back to the offense. So wherever the position the quarterback's in, you want to try to go for that arm. Say it's a lefty quarterback, and you're coming from the backside. Go ahead, coming through. I'll do a spin move this time. you want to try to rip the ball or try to, knock the ball out, get a sack fumble. Because once the ball's on the ground, you get a sack too, and you get a caused fumble. And then the ball's obviously eligible to be picked up and run for a touchdown. So just run through those real quick so you can see them. Set, hey, run through, spin move, finish with the ball. One more. I'll do a rip. Go. And you see him here. Knock that ball out. And the last one, I'll do a bull rush. Go. Make a couple moves, get low, push them back, and then hopefully you guys are coming or you disrupt it enough to where, you cause a bad throw, errant pass, and somebody can pick it off. So, yeah, those are the basics of today's pro tip. Just blitzing the running back through the middle, the moves that you can make, the moves that you can use, and the way to finish on the quarterback.